You're standing in the nut butter aisle, reaching for a jar with a rustic, earthy label that says natural or pure, thinking you're making the heart-healthy choice. But in 2026, the peanut processing pivot has filled those jars with hidden inflammatory triggers. From natural brands that are secretly 20% palm oil to no-stir formulas that use industrial emulsifiers to keep the oil from separating, your healthy protein source might be a metabolic mess. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Today, we're exposing the 5 natural imposters to leave behind and the 5 purest brands that are actually just peanuts and salt. The Avoid List: 5 Natural Imposters. In 2026, the word natural is a marketing loophole. If your peanut butter doesn't require stirring and doesn't get hard in the fridge, it's not just peanuts. 1. The no-stir palm oil trap. Why it's a trap? This is the most common 2026 deception. Brands use the natural label while adding fully hydrogenated vegetable oils or palm oil to prevent the peanut oil from separating. This creates a smooth, spreadable texture that mimics industrial peanut butter, but at a premium price. The 2026 verdict: these added fats are highly pro-inflammatory and often sourced through unsustainable farming. They dilute the nutrient density of the peanuts and introduce saturated fats that your body doesn't need in this format. You are paying for convenience at the expense of your cardiovascular health and systemic inflammation levels. 2. The honey-sweetened sugar bomb. Why it's a trap? In 2026, many natural brands add honey, agave, or coconut sugar to appeal to the modern palate. While these sound healthy, they strip the peanut butter of its low glycemic status, turning a stable protein source into a spiking agent. The 2026 verdict: these added sugars trigger an insulin response that completely negates the healthy fat benefits of the peanuts. For those in their 30s and 40s trying to manage metabolic flexibility, these sweetened jars are a stealthy way to sneak dessert into your lunch. If the label has more than 2 g of sugar per serving, it's a candy spread, not a health food. 3. The low-fat, powdered compromise. Why it's a trap? Some natural brands offer a reduced-fat version where the peanut oil is removed and replaced with cornstarch and maltodextrin to keep the volume. In 2026, we know that the fat in peanuts is where the monounsaturated benefits live. The 2026 verdict: by removing the natural fats, these brands create a high-carb, processed paste that lacks the satiety of real peanut butter. You end up hungrier sooner and miss out on the fat-soluble vitamins. It's a metabolic downgrade that treats a whole food like a chemistry project, sacrificing biological utility for a 1990s-era low-fat marketing claim. 4. The sea salt sodium surge. Why it's a trap? To compensate for lower quality, over-roasted nuts, many 2026 natural brands overload their jars with salt. They use the sea salt label to imply health, but the sodium content can exceed 150 milligrams per tablespoon. The 2026 verdict: excessive sodium in a food that is often eaten in large quantities can lead to water retention and blood pressure spikes. High-quality peanuts have a naturally rich flavor that doesn't need to be drowned in salt. If the sodium count is high, it's usually masking stale or low-grade nuts that have lost their nutritional vibrancy during long-term storage or aggressive processing. 5. The omega-3 fortified illusion. Why it's a trap? Some 2026 brands add flax or hemp seeds to claim an omega-3 boost. However, the heat used during the grinding process often oxidizes these delicate seeds before the jar is even opened. The 2026 verdict: oxidized fats are a major driver of cellular stress. Instead of getting a heart-healthy boost, you are consuming rancid seed oils that burden your liver and drive inflammation. Fortification in peanut butter is a health halo gimmick. You are better off eating fresh seeds separately than consuming them in a shelf-stable, processed nut butter that compromises the purity of the peanuts. The Real List: 5 Purest Survivors. To find real peanut butter in 2026, the ingredient list must be 1 or 2 items: peanuts and optional salt. 1. Santa Cruz Organic. dark roasted. Why it's real. Santa Cruz remains the 2026 gold standard for purity. They use 100% organic Spanish peanuts and zero stabilizers. Opening the jar reveals a thick layer of oil, a sign of total authenticity. The real deal. Spanish peanuts offer a deeper flavor and higher oil content. This brand provides vitamin E and resveratrol without glyphosate residues found in conventional nut butters. It is a whole matrix food that supports skin health and provides stable energy for those who refuse to compromise on integrity. 2. Once again, unsweetened/no salt. Why it's real. This employee-owned company sticks to a simple formula: dry roasted peanuts. Their zero-salt version is the cleanest canvas for your nutrition. The real deal. Without added oils, the nut's natural flavor shines. It is exceptionally high in biotin and magnesium, supporting hair health and muscle recovery. This is the ultimate, purest choice for controlling sodium and avoiding hidden additives found in major grocery brands. 3. Crazy Richards, the single ingredient king. Why it's real. Their label famously states, the only ingredient is peanuts. In 2026, this level of transparency is rare. They avoid salt, relying on proprietary roasting to highlight the legume's natural sweetness. The real deal. This is the most versatile peanut butter for savory sauces or smoothies. It is a zero-additive fuel source that ensures your gut microbiome isn't disrupted by the gums or thickeners common in natural imposters. 4. Spread the love, Naked Organic. Why it's real. This California brand uses locally sourced, organic peanuts with zero salt and zero added oils. The real deal. High-speed grinding naturally emulsifies the oils without hydrogenation. This premium-sourced fat provides stable fuel for brain health and hormonal balance while avoiding bulk market toxins. 5. Fresh Ground, the grocery grind. Why it's real. The ultimate 2026 hack is the grind your own machine. You see the whole peanuts go in and the butter come out. The real deal. This is the freshest option possible. Since the oils haven't sat for months, they haven't oxidized, leaving nutrient density and active enzymes at their peak. It is a living food that guarantees 100% purity. The 2026 Peanut Audit. To navigate the aisle, apply the jar tilt test. If you tilt the jar and the contents don't move, it contains stabilizers. Real peanut butter should be liquid at the top and require a good stir to integrate the natural oils. Reclaiming the simplicity of 100% peanuts is the first step toward a clean, high-performing diet in 2026. Reclaiming the simplicity of 100% peanuts supports cleaner eating and better nutrition in 2026.